Hey everybody, Rick OShay playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again. It is time for the Avengers vs. Ultron, the boss battle, the alliance event where you get with your friends and take on the boss and beat him as many times as possible to get through to the full progression on the alliance side and the personal side. We're going to do that in our next video following this one. So be looking toward the end of this video here for the link directly into our boss battles. We're going to start today with a bunch of tokens. We've got over 140 total tokens to draw and then add in our champion character levels. And then we're going to get into the Crash of the Titans, and this should be a tough one against Cloak and Dagger using 4-star Karolina Dean, who's primarily designed as a team character, support character instead of a one-on-one battle specialist. So we'll get to that point and talk about the strategy that it's going to take to win. Let's get into these. Oh, and we're going to champion a 4-star character today, by the way. And then in this next videos, we will take on the boss Ultron with that 4-star character. So let's jump into our tokens. Look at this, we've got 39 heroics, probably 40 draws total, a ton of mighty tokens we'll come back to. So let's get to the end and start from the full run back here and work our way back toward the front. Spicy tacos are looking good, got 61 built up so far. So when there is a 4-star character in the daily update, this thing changes every single day. When there's a 4-star in there that I really want to go for, we'll probably draw all 40 or as many as it takes to get that character. So let's start here and fight for Wakanda. That is the event that starts when the boss is over. And so we'll take a quick one-shot discounted draw and try to get that Polaris. And there's also a Ghost Rider and Vulture in here among some other good rewards. Looking forward to that. Let's move down to this one. Here we go, Eric Lensher, and that is the name of Age of Apocalypse Magneto, the new 5-star character in the game. Of course, we could get the legendary token at the top left corner, as that is the primary reward in here. And usually, like I say, if you can afford it for a 40x draw, you should probably just do that and get it over with and get everything that you need for everything that you can from this vault. But we're gonna chance the odds once again and do 10x draws until we get that reward. I'm also gonna go for that Polaris, of course. So 3 times 10x at 1800 is 5400. So if we get our best rewards in the first 30, we will have saved a little bit of hero points. Let's try to get it in the first 10x. Viewer luck, go. All right, here's the first reward of 10. Getting the ISO. We really need some other rewards here than ISO. First 10 pack does not look very good. We only got 1 heroic and everything else was way down the list. So let's see if I troll myself again. We'll do the next 10 pack. Let's try to get the best items here and get done with this with a nice discount on the 40. Getting too many ISOs again. 3-star Hulk. Oh man. Alright, so it looks like we're down to the wire on saving hero points or not. 10 pack number 3. Let's get that legendary token and then we'll be able to do a draw that does have a chance to get the Age of Apocalypse Magneto. This one isn't looking very good either, guys. What do we get at the end? Oh man, they got us big time. Neither of the top rewards were earned in the first 30 pack. That means I spent way more than I needed on this vault. 1800 times 4 is 7200, I believe. And instead of 5600, Rick, you did it again. But this 10 pack at least will look fun, even though I trolled myself. We saved hero points a bunch doing that method before, so I'm fine with it. There we go. Got the LT, got the Polaris, and of course everything else. And done. So keep in track. Next time we do that, maybe we'll beat the odds once again. You know, I usually run pretty good on my tokens, so it's okay if I spend a little bit more on HP than I should in certain areas. Let's try to hit some quality items from the Avengers vs. Ultron vault. They do have a nice Elsa Bloodstone in there. And we are championing a 4-star character today, a new 4-star character at the end when we add in our rewards. You might want to put a guess down in the comments if you think you know who it's going to be. Dauntless Magneto. This is the store that was the Hero Points based store where you have a chance to get the 5-star Magneto, 1 in 250 odds. Super long odds, but we've got 17 shots at that. So it's not true, but it kind of feels like you can divide that 250 by 17, and that's the odds if you have that many tokens. So it's not impossible. And a person in my alliance did hit a Magneto from from one of the tokens. And I was really happy to hear that. Let's see if we have a chance to get a 3-star or better. Of course, we could get a 4-star also. There's Blade. More gold. Squirrel Girl. Her event is coming up next after Luke Cage. You guys should work in that event if you can. They are offering Okoye shards for placement in that event. Another Blade. Try to get another hit of gold level before we run out of our tokens here. Last 2 draws. There's gold, and it's a 4-star. Viewer luck pulled it in and got a 4. 1, 2, 3, and it's Juggernaut. Very, very nice hit. His collateral is a cool passive ability. Nailed the 4-star, and that is it for that vault. Okay, so now we have some PvP stores that I have just been saving the last couple of tokens up. See if we can get anything of value from these. There's Web Slinger after Patch Wolverine. Doc Ock with a Sam Wilson. All right. So did you see this Take the Reins special store, a 5-star character availability store? And of course, their normal 1 in 7 odds of getting these 3 characters. I would love to add levels onto these guys, Thanos in particular, but I don't think I'm going to do any draws here. I'm saving my command points for when Magneto enters latest Legends and Samurai Wolverine moves out, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you're making draws from that store, let me know in the comments. And here we go. We'll do this probably last. You know, the chances of getting a 5-star here are pretty rough, but 1 in 7 odds of a 5-star in the first place, and then 1 out of 3 of those is the new Magneto. So a chance at Kitty Pryde and Captain America as well. That'll be our highlight item. We'll do that at the very end. Let's go over here. End of tokens. We have a lot of character levels to add in as well. So 23 elite tokens. Let's burn these out. Hope we get some gold like that Psylocke. Very good hit to start out. Gray Suit Black Widow. Gamora, Magneto. Maybe that's another couple of 2-star Magnetos in there also. Is that a prelude to what we're going to get from our legendary token draw from the Magneto Age of Apocalypse store? That'd be all right. A bunch of heroics, up to 45 heroic tokens. I'm going to try to run these off very quickly, but man, that is going to be a lot. And 1 in 16 odds of a 4-star, so we're in line to get a couple here, I do believe. Kamala. If we get a 4-star, you can kind of guess it in your head or put it in the comments below. We will believe you that you put the guess down before the character was displayed. We'll trust you there. Nice hit on Daredevil. And we did get a 4-star, so if you haven't guessed, pause it and put it down below. 3, 2, 1. It is Medusa. All right, that'll be another level on my highest duplicated 4-star that is on my roster. Naturally, I have a rebuilding that character as I have a maximum champion. 3-star Cyclops. Always have ran much better on Medusa than any other 4-star character in the game as far as results go. Mystique, and then another 4. Okay, go. Ronin Hawkeye. Awesome. For whatever reason, he is a lot lower than a lot of my other newish characters, and so that level will help. Doing good on the 3 stars also. Lots of champion levels to add in, and then we'll get into the Crash of the Titans. See if we can win with Karolina Dean. I do have some strategy that might help get through that match, since Karolina only does team damage. The individual target damage isn't going to be a lot. Nice hit on Iron Man there. Looking for more gold. And the third 4-star from this run. Got it. 3, 2, 1. And it's Super Skrull. Awesome hit there. Inevitable Betrayal is a pretty cool ability, actually. Bonus shards. Got the 50 additional shards on Polaris from that hit. Great. Yeah, Super Skrull's purple, where at the end of the countdown, it actually can steal enemy special tiles, which is great. But while he's shape-shifted, there's some other good stuff that goes on. And we got another 4. Who could it be this time? Hit it. Winter Soldier, another character that is a little bit far behind in levels compared to my other older classics, so that'll help a little bit. 4-star number 5. Can you believe it? Wow. Hit it. And it's 4-star Luke Cage, the Defender, his passive ability that puts a projectile on the board when the enemy fires an ability. Very cool. We could get another 4-star before it's out. Got a 3-star Star-Lord. Looking for more gold here. Speed it up. We have a lot of mighty tokens to draw after this as well. Lots of characters with shard levels to cash in. And we get a 3-star Squirrel Girl right there at the end. We'll do the daily discount just in case. A lot of times that is a gold level reward as well. 54 mighty tokens. I think we're going to do 28 of these, which is 4 intervals of 7. And then, so that'll leave a whole bunch for next time still. Let's do it. So 28 out of 54 will leave about 26 for next time. Gonna be a great run of 3s here, and a few 4-stars as well. Probably 4 of them, plus or minus on the odds, of course. Ran pretty hot on the heroics, so you don't know how we're gonna run here in the mighties, but the odds are all separate, and we did hit a 4-star here. Captain Marvel, very nice. She's boosted in the Avengers versus Ultron, of course, so we'll play her. One of the best possible 4-star characters in the game still, in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinions. This is going to be a whole lot of 3-star character champion rewards to add in. Got the 4-star. I didn't let it build up the anticipation, but we did get a very nice hit on Rogue there. So that's our second 4-star from the Mighty Tokens today. And again, we're going to do about 28 total of these. Another 4, and it's Nightcrawler. With Rogue, Nightcrawler, and Medusa from earlier, those are 3 of my highest rebuilt characters. Got another 4. Let's count this one down in 3, 2, 1. It is Dazzler. Nice hit. Dance Floor Queen. Her red ability adds a bunch of strike tiles on the board. Can we get another 4 before we have to stop at 26 remaining? Just my arbitrary stopping point to keep a lot of draws for next time after doing a whole bunch today and running pretty well. Last draw is just a Ragnarok, so we did really well. Going over, let's take a quick look at latest legends here. So you've got Heimdall in here, Samurai Wolverine, and of course the new Deadpool. Fun characters all around. I do not have Heimdall finished yet, so I'm trying to play events where his shards are earned so that I can avoid draws and save up my draws for next time. But from about 2 weeks from the time of this video, the dock in here will move out into classics, and the new Age of Apocalypse Magneto will move in about 2 weeks from the time that you see this. So you see classics here. Don't do a lot of draws in classics. Try to keep up to date on the newest characters as long and as fast as possible, I should say. Here we are, Light and Shadow. We have a legendary draw here from the Eric Lenscher store that I got controlled on. And we're going to make this one count. Let's go for a 5-star. We could get Kitty, we could get Captain America, but we could get the brand new Magneto if you guys are ready. Probably going to be a 4-star, but there is always a chance. Go! All right, so we didn't get a 5, and this one is going to be a Kingpin. All right, so didn't get the best results there possible, but we have a ton, and I mean a whole bunch of champion rewards to add in. We have the number at 244 down there, and don't forget we're going to champion a 4-star character today. So let's do this. We're going to filter by the 1s, get about 30 of those out of the way, go to the 2-stars here. I will level these up myself, I think. Nope, we'll bring you guys along for this. Max Champ on Storm. Very nice. Let's go to Human Torch. Max Champ on Wolverine. I think that's it for the 2-stars. I have a bunch that are running out of time within the next 3 days or so. Looks good. I leave them in the list for as long as possible now because adding cover powers, training them, adds in to your daily quests for the new Deadpool daily quests and your overall quests. So saving some of those training covers like that are a good thing to do. Makes a little more micromanaging, but that's okay. 100 shards for Valkyrie from Ragnarok. Very nice. So I'll probably add in all of the champ levels and leave a lot of those train covers for later. Okay, 15 command points champion reward on Doctor Strange to hit 261. Awesome. Gwenpool shards, that will definitely help. And we have a maximum champion She-Hulk to get that LT at the top level 266. Very cool. LT from Hulk as we get a few more shards for the main event. Lockjaw shards just had his crash. I didn't get that one filmed for you. Lockjaw versus Human Torch. Went okay. Human Torch is pretty tough, actually. Lots of firepower. Got another legendary from 3-star Thanos with some shards for endgame Thanos there. Yondu shards. Legendary at 239 from Daredevil, and he's getting to the point where I may need, you know what, I should probably do it now at just 17 shards above the even 300, so I think I'm going to take him off as favorite and put someone else on. Got to decide who. 200 shards for Peggy there. Doing quite well in the command points, and we have a bunch of 4-stars to level in also. Hot guy with the 200 Kate Bishop shards leading into another maximum champ character and an LT for 266. I'll take that. Sorry if it bothers your OCD by watching me leave those training covers there. It does not sit well with me either, but that's just what I'm going to do to make sure I will always be able to meet the quests if they happen to be a quest that says train 3 powers. As you see here, we're at 0 out of 3, and so that's easily. I was going to wait for the 4-stars to make sure when I train them, they're a little more important to not miss. There's one. Cover on Black Panther. Train in Gwenpool's green. Look at that. We're at level 5 in her green and unbelievably 0 in purple. That's why I think it's a good idea sometimes to save as many shards as you can as possible when you start rebuilding 3-stars and then also 4-star characters, so you can spend the shards only on color powers that are really quite low compared to others. So there's our 3rd power trained in. That is Jean Grey. Now we can just start at the top and level in our rewards normally. Now that we have that quest met, 100 Daredevil shards coming up. Very nice. Dazzler with the HP. Nightcrawler and Rogue are rebuilding quite well. Legendary coming up next on Rogue. Captain Marvel. Let's go to Winter Soldier here. 339. LT next as well. Take that back. Captain America shards. Whole half of a level of 250 shards. That'll be great. Super Skrull moving up nicely. A level 317 Medusa, and I have a max champ, like I said, with Black Bolt shards coming up right away next. That was a really good hit on Juggernaut. Got him to 310. How many legendaries did we get today? We're going to go back and look in a little bit. There's Polaris, hits 309, and you guessed it, another level, 310, legendary, couple more rewards, up to 313. That's great because her health is a little bit lower, but now she's at 16,100 health by pushing her levels up quite a bit with the bonus hero shards. Howard the Duck hits 309. Cool. Can't wait for his event Webbed Wonder to come around once again. A few levels on Iron Fist. Now let's go down and finish out the 4 stars. 150 shards on 5-star Black Widow. With more coming in a few more shards. Down to Ghost Rider. 10 command points. And another level to 365. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to leave those. I know how fun it is to leave them. Got a 5-star Parker Spider-Man from daily login rewards from the Daily Shield resupply. Let's add that level in. A bunch of hero points, 250. And he goes to level 454 with the legendary token next, halfway almost on shards to another level. Very cool. Okay, so we finally got the rewards cleared out. Let's go to the shard levels with some good ones at the top, as you can probably see. Let's take a quick look here. Yep, Squirrel Girl needs, she's really close. I'm going to leave those shards build up to 2, then we can champ her again. We've got a couple 3 stars that are able to be champed over once again. Scroll up here too. Elsa Bloodstone. We did get, what cover did we get for her? There it is. Got her T-Break purple cover to go to 13, and we have enough shards to go up and over to the next level. This is the point where we're going to champion a brand new 4-star character. Oh man, that's great. 79,000 roughly ISO to get to level 270. The promotion fee to become a champion, and we'll take the next level up to get that legendary token back. And there we go. So we have Elsa as a brand new champ. I don't really know how I'm going to spec her out, but I do know while I'm playing her with other characters, and they're probably going to be 5 stars, I think I'm going to get a lot more out of her blue power, Darling here, by moving that up to level 5. I know the Bloodstone Gem ability can do some decent damage for a cost of 7 when you have it at level 5, but I think we're okay here at level 3. Let me know what you guys spec her out at, depending on what team you're running. But for this blue ability, I really like the opportunity to destroy a 3x3 block of tiles, but then you get 1,292 damage for every yellow tile destroyed within that block. And I keep saying that it's a 3x3 block. It actually doesn't destroy the center tile that you choose that defines the block. So know that, because that can be a special tile that you would like to keep because it won't be destroyed. But you do want to hit an area that has a lot of yellows in the 8 that surround the center. Okay, sounds great. And then T-Break is a cool ability where it converts 9 green basic tiles into black trap tiles that deal 922 damage when matched or destroyed by either team. That's great. That also means those can be automatically matched when you convert the green to black. So be ready for that. And then a cool passive, if there are 10 or more black tiles on the board at the start of the turn, convert 2 of them into yellow. So that adds up toward the damage you can do with her blue, but also potentially makes more yellow available for you to make matches for other characters. So we will play her against Ultron coming up in the next video. Add a level here to Negasonic, 283, coming along pretty well. Worthy Cap, just 309. He's also trailing a little bit behind comparatively to other characters, but I never did bonus him and, you know, favorite him or, you know, save shards that way. Level 309. 314 on Endgame Thanos. Let's go up to 4-star Carnage, who gets a level up to 360 for a bunch of shards on Doc Ock. Very cool. All right, we have a level on Kate Bishop. 10 more command points. I know this is taking forever, but now I think we are finally done. We can get to Okoye, who we saved up a bunch of shards on once again and earned from PvE progress in an event or so ago. And she goes to 482. Awesome. So her healing is 2200 for each team up tile on the board when you play her yellow. And Wakanda Forever, everyone's favorite passive ability, powers damage is increased by 1690 for every team up AP that your team has. That is crazy. If you have 10 team up, she will add 16,900 damage onto anyone's damaging ability, including passives. Man, finally, let's go into the crash. I guess we'll make a quick pit stop here, because I think after training those powers, we've claimed up our daily quests, and now we can go and hit the claim button on the full run for another 3 spicy taco tokens and some more shards. Awesome. Okay, so finally we are here at the Crash of the Titans. We're gonna take on Cloak and Dagger with Karolina Dean, and this might be pretty tough because, like I said, she goes airborne, where the enemy's going to be making moves against you. I think we're going to go ahead and boost powers. I try not to do that often, but this one might matter. Let's jump into the fight and see if we can win. So Cloak and Dagger, they only have 8,300 health here. I think that was probably designed to be a little bit of help from the developers on purpose. They've got good healing. They've got a bunch of other stuff like cheap abilities. Here's what we're going to do. There's an extra move on the board, so man, that's great, starting with that in blue. Karolina does go airborne with her blue ability, but that's not all. Rising Sun creates projectiles every turn. And what's important about this is the other side of the ability, and I think that's where the strategy is going to lie in how we're going to win with Sunset Strip. Once there are a certain number of projectiles on the board, Karolina will convert them into strike tiles. And then that's where we're going to finally be able to do a lot more damage. So converting those projectiles into strike tiles is based a lot on team spirit. Play yellow, you get projectiles on the board. Sounds great. You get more if you have other runaway characters on your team. The only other character in the game, who is it? Nico, that's right. So no help from the additional, but Karolina herself does count toward an additional projectile herself. And then Solar Flare is the team damage ability. It's not a ton of team damage, but it does increase healing for every time you play it. So that's going to be the strategy here, is get a lot of projectiles out and then get them converted into strike tiles for damage. All right, extra move. Very good start. So we have our blue ready to play, but we're not going to do that right away. I think what we want is to get our yellow going before blue. Now don't forget, Cloak and Dagger will put a lot of black tiles on the board, convert other tiles to black, depending on how many are already on the board. Once there are enough black tiles on the board, they will just start creating attack tiles. So we have to watch out for that. Separately from that, their purple ability normally costs 6, but it quickly reduces in cost to only 3. And depending on the black or yellow on the board. And then as you see here, Cloak is in front, so when there are enough yellow tiles on the board, they actually get healing from that, and it's true healing, not just burst, by the way. All right, so we're going to go for green. They're not going to keep green away from us. It's not a color they want to go for. Glad they didn't take this black at the bottom. Yeah, I think we'll take it. We pick up some color, all three of our color powers. Colors in our powers. So watch out for Cloak and Dagger's yellow. That yellow will do team damage if there are no special tiles on the board, single target damage if there are specials on the board, and that's kind of another reason why I'm waiting to play yellow and blue, because if Cloak and Dagger gets lucky with yellow, I will just lose those protects, and I don't want to do that. We've qualified all three of our abilities now. And alright, so check this out. What do we want to do here? Probably, I know there's a match 4 in black that doesn't do a whole lot for me. I don't want them to be able to fire black, because that ability, Child of Darkness, will reduce our powers from level 5 down to like level 3 or even level 2. That's a very unique ability. I think right here, well, let's let them get the black. Let's get this. I think that's okay. Okay, so now they're going to want to fire that black ability. But this is where we're going to go ahead and play Team Spirit for projectiles. Okay, now let's play Rising Sun and go airborne. I called the ability the wrong name. Darkness Hungers is now on the board. I was thinking they wouldn't be able to assign this black ability against us while we were airborne. You can see they're just firing off tons of abilities. Nothing hits while airborne. And there we've landed. Okay, so let's see. Darkness Hungers. Powers are reduced by 2 levels. Okay, so I was hoping that wasn't going to be able to take effect, and it sure was. So let's wait 2 more turns to go airborne again for making sure that that countdown is off the board. Greatly reducing our effectiveness. Well, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, I hate to lose that protect tile up there, but I want to get yellow qualified again. I knew this match would be tough. So, alright, the countdown is matchable. Let's get more yellow. Alright, they're going to play their yellow no matter what. And yeah, we just want to get that countdown reduced, or our abilities are dropped by 2 levels worth of power. That is just too much. Now I think this is good. Okay, projectiles, airborne. Have to be patient for these 3 turns. There we go. So we converted projectiles into strike tiles. Let's go ahead with a solar flare. Team damage. Now I think we're finally in control. Let's play Rising Sun again. We could win. We have enough green, luckily enough. I want to see how this is going to work out, if we can get more strike tiles when we come down from being airborne again. Can't take any damage while being airborne. That's so great. Cloak and Dagger's inexpensive abilities. One more time. Strike tiles right away that time, because there were enough projectiles to pull the countdown off the board and come down from being airborne. That is very cool. Now our strike tiles are adding up to 695, and we have our solar flare once again for the win. Okay, so I hope some of that strategy helped you. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you had a bigger tip on strategy for that match. But it was pretty fun playing the projectiles to try to convert them into strikes, knowing that that would add to our team damage. And that leads into another legendary token. Let's see where we're at after all of those levels, up to 46 latest legends tokens and well over 4,300 command points. Puts us in a good shape. 210 draws, or quite a few more than that at this point, leading into the 2-week period where we welcome Age of Apocalypse Magneto into the latest Legends store. Cannot wait for that. And let's get into the Avengers versus Ultron. Right now you should see a link down below. That is a video to jump into that boss battle. If you don't see that, you'll see a playlist to go in and watch our other stuff. Carry on there. Thanks a lot. See ya.